Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Pet, and welcome to the 2021 Festival of Speed and the FoS Rally Stage. Now behind me is a very special car, a McRae Enduro. Only 5 of them were built, and we're about to take it around the rally stage. Anyone fancy coming along for the ride? Now then guys, welcome back to the channel. Charles. So I'm actually here with Future Terrain. In fact, if I spin the car around, you will recognise the Dacia Duster rally cars that we had last year at Bourton Burrows, and then we took them up to Wales. Now these guys are banging around the rally stage and having an amazing time. We've also got the Polaris that's now been adapted that will be taken to Morocco later on in the year, and certainly Jason's looking forward to driving that tomorrow, so that's really exciting. But we're not here to drive those 2 cars, are we?
Not today.
So behind us is Charles's project. Ongoing project of passion.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about this car since we've known each other. We wanted to get it on the channel since we've known each other, and it's finally running, I suppose, is the big...
Yeah, bottom line, it's actually working.
It's actually working.
Honestly,
at the moment.
To your viewers, today works.
Yes.
For the moment.
It is a McRae Enduro.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure loads of people out there have never even heard of a McRae Enduro. Give us a bit of background.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, I know, but it's the baddest looking thing ever.
It's chunky.
Yeah.
So about, I don't know, about 10, 12 years ago, just before the Dakar moved from Africa to South America, Alistair McRae and a couple of M Sport guys, I think, got together and said, hey, we should make one of these ourselves. Yeah. They put them together, did a really good job of it, but the whole transition from Africa across to South America, I think, came with a lot of financial challenges and stuff for sort of potential customers. Yeah. So it never fully took off. Yeah. And it's just sort of sat there in the background. They made 5, I think 4, definitely 3 still exist. Yeah. It's pretty rare. We've rebuilt it in all sorts of ways. It was very much built as sort of a gentleman's racer with like sort of budget parts from Land Rover. Yeah. And that didn't pan out so well. Yeah. So we've had to put some more racy type parts in to harden it, and it's taken a while, but it's now pretty robust.
So it's basically like a Paris-Dakar car. That is your passion, driving fast across the sand, right?
Well, slow in my case, but yeah, moving across the sand, let's leave it at that.
The interesting thing though is engine-wise, it's a diesel.
It is a diesel of sorts. So I've been working, I'm quite passionate about sustainability, and there's always a conflict there with motorsport, but not if you get it right. So I've been working with a couple of people, and I've got a fabulous supporter now in Crown Oil who do some amazing sort of renewable fuel products. Yeah. And we're sort of working on this transition program now, but very shortly, kind of now, I've done some testing. We're going to be at half the emissions of a Prius, in fact a third of the emissions of a Prius.
It's basically like biofuel.
Yeah, exactly that, and you can just chuck it straight in, but I've been trying to optimise it for my car, so I've got a new engine and all that kind of stuff, but oh, here we go.
These guys are really fast, by the way. If you've not been to Goodwood, by the way, you need to come up to the FoS Rally Stage, because it's an amazing place. So, amazingly, we are going to get to go around the rally stage. Charles is driving. You actually need a rally licence to drive. You need a race licence to be a passenger. Yeah. So it's fairly, and you need full-on race suits. So Spider-Man is ready. You ready?
I'm ready.
I don't know how I'm going to get in here. It's quite compact in there.
We
have set some cameras up. Let's go. Let's get stuck in. Look at it. What a thing.
Yeah, that's it. I've done that before.
Look at that. Oh, I've got comms. Awesome job. Now I don't know how much we're going to be able to hear when we're going out and about. And it's going to be very hot, I just got the feeling. So mate, talk us through the basics. Gearbox.
Yeah.
Engine.
So it's sort of a combination 3-litre diesel that we've moved across into a sort of a slightly different format. It's got a sequential SEDEV gearbox. That makes a big difference. It's super It's not that smooth, but it's massively strong,
Yeah.
and you can do all sorts of silly things with it. One shouldn't try to, but one does. And got sort of Motec electronics, had a fiddle with those. I've built most of the body myself, and all of the sort of interior I've had to rebuild. Sort of taking it apart really and ground up rebuild. A lot of challenges with the fuel system. Just
very cool.
Just
mate.
getting old and stuff, so we had to strip it all out.
So
and
that's your gear lever. Is that your brake? Is that like a
yeah,
brake?
that's a handbrake. I don't use it that much because it's so narrow here. It would just go. It just embarrass myself. It'd be shameful. And most of it's. I've got a locking rear diff, a locking centre diff, and an open front diff.
Yeah.
And that's great for the sound. I'm not using any of it because it's so tight and narrow. I'm driving it like just a standard X5. So everything's open. All diffs are open, so I can actually get around the corners.
Oh, interestingly.
Yeah.
And can you adjust all the diffs from in here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All the diffs are in here.
Cool.
So we've got.
This must be a weapon in the sand.
Yeah, it's a bit of a beast. Yeah. So you put
So the engine,
transfer
with it
pump
being
on,
this
diff pump.
biodiesel, it's all about torque, right? Rather than high end.
It is, and we're still refining it. It's not perfect, but the torque curve is sort of. It needs to be like that, and at the moment it's like that. So I'm not getting the low down torque that I want. And you'll notice when we get away from the line, make some revs, all sounds great, and then I drop it and off we go, and it actually grips because there's a lot of grip.
Yeah.
And it should really light the tyres up, and we should be smoking all the way up because I haven't quite perfected the torque curve. So there's a bit more to be done, but the horsepower's there just higher up. But you really need that sort of torque right at the bottom in the sand.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're perfecting, but we're almost there. And it's working fine today.
Should we go rallying?
That's
good. It's good. It's running.
Yeah. This is where it doesn't start.
So tell me the story about finding the car. Is this a car you saw and thought, I've got to have one of those? Or it just came up and went, wow, what's that?
No, I didn't hunt it out and stuff. Actually, my mate got it, and then he got like another one, as you do, and there's only two.
Yeah.
You don't need two because you've only got, 2 sets of eyes and 2 sets of hands.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll help you out with that.
Yeah.
And we both have the 2 that are kind of remaining.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's a Spanish guy, lives in the UK, great driver.
Yeah.
And he kind of got me into rally radio a little bit as well.
Cool.
That's kind of it. Right,
let's go.
let's get going. So, now it sounds rather boring, but on the event of an off, and you know how I drive, I'm petrifyingly slow, so we should be fine. But we've got the fire extinguisher system down there. We've got the emergency button there. Don't press it because it's just horrible in your face.
Yeah.
And then just get out of the car and leave it alone. Just walk away.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a big ass fire extinguisher down there, but we're just going to walk away.
Yeah.
All good.
Cool.
And that's the cut off as well. That big red one. Just bang that red one down. That kills everything.
Okay. Cool.
Right. Pouring stuff over.
That sounds good, man.
That's just the fuel pumps.
So cool.
Right then. Look, we've got a Dacia cut in front of us.
Oh, we'll catch them up on the stage.
They seem to be pushing on actually, they're doing well. Right, lock off, ready to move. Moving.
Ready? And just, you can hear all the turbo just spooling and winding. Sounds wicked.
When it gets going, you'll be surprised, it's a really big bit of kit. It's 2 tons by the regulations, so it's got to be 2 tons.
Yeah.
As good as it's like 1.9 something. But you'll be like, oh, this is big, this is quick. It does push on.
Cool. We're nearly there. The disadvantage of queuing on a hot day in a car with no aircon in a full race suit is it's bloody hot in here.
Yeah, it's roasty, isn't it?
Now I don't imagine you're going to be able to hear a great deal. What I love about this the rally stage is they're far more, they check the car and the bands and your accreditations and the stuff way more than down the bottom.
Super thorough. The marshals are fantastic and they do a really good job, and safety's paramount. You've got the COVID on top of it.
Yeah.
It's really impressive. They've done an amazing job here.
Yeah.
It's not straightforward. There's a lot of people. They brought it all together safely, both in terms of the motorsport, but also in terms of the COVID stuff.
Yeah.
It's really impressive.
Massive shout out to Goodwood Marshals, by the way. I always do that whenever I'm doing anything motorsporty here. Ryan.
We're off, Groovesy.
It's that kind of time, sir.
Don't hit the bales.
You just smash it out the way. This thing's so huge.
I've got no turning circle. whatsoever.
Do you not just flick it around on the throttle?
Yeah, that's exactly what you do if you're competent. I think that's exactly what you're meant to do. Yeah, just give it a massive boot.
Massive boots, yeah.
Yeah, you know, Scandinavian flick. Scandinavian flick is me in the trees having gone the wrong way around the corner.
So the cool thing is, we were saying off camera is this is almost like a shakedown, because the car's been quite poorly and not running right, and it's taken you a long time to work out the right map and the right, especially with this move to biofuel, just to get it running. But
yeah, it just takes the time. Ooh.
I'm just super excited to experience it. I've heard so much about it.
We're in the slot pad.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Right, if you could do me a favour, because I value a second set of eyes, you can call what you see. I'll ignore you if you say left and it's right, or vice versa. 2 minutes.
Cool.
Right, we've got 2 minutes, got time to chat. Yeah, if you can sort of call what you see, it's just massively helpful.
Yeah.
You know, they had a deer on the track this morning.
Wow.
So, if you see a deer, shout deer.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's right, tightening, opening. I kind of know where I'm going now, but it's just helpful.
That's reassuring.
I kind of know where I'm going. Famous for my lack of navigational skills. This is so short, even I can remember. It's not the Nürburgring.
No.
But if you find yourself going down a track,
do I need to use the Terra Trip? I can use one of those. You trained me how to use one.
I did use it in a Terra Trip. No, I think that might confuse you. I think call what you see, and we'll go for it. So we'll get a 30-second board at some stage, and unsurprisingly, that's 30 seconds countdown.
Yeah. Green
lights, all good stuff. It's all pretty obvious.
So has this got launch, or is it just a case of dump the clutch?
Yeah, more of the latter, and it's got a lot of grip because the tyres are relatively big. It's heavy, and it's you've got to find a balance. You just burn the clutch out. Here we go.
30 seconds.
Okay, 20 seconds. Right, here we go.
10 seconds. Yes, turbo spin.
Here we go.
2, 1, go.
Spinning up the wheels, it's just less slippery, but my goodness, it's
tight left.
It's slippery. Where's my co-driver?
Here we go. This is round to the left.
Give a big lift to the carburetor, it doesn't help. on a bit. It's a big unit.
You can feel the weight, and it's not. This is not designed on a tight forest rally stage, right? This is a big open flowing desert car.
Which is why there's no lock, which is why we won't get around this bend at the end here. I'm about to shame myself as usual. And I've taken a second off my left. Right. Happy with that.
What a thing, mate. What a thing.
Big unit, but she trucks on, you just got to keep her moving.
Yeah, and you need that to kind of keep the spooling up as well, haven't you?
Yeah. There we go, Greasy.
Hey, that was fantastic. What do you think to that, guys? What a car.
It's alright, she's getting there. She's getting there. She's going to get her into the sand now, but I think that's an indication that we're getting there.
It's not far off, mate.
Not far off.
Right, let's extricate from the car and I will close the video outside.
And I'm going to go and get you a crowbar.
That was awesome. Oh mate, that was amazing. So the forest rally stage is very tight and twisty, but it's got a chalk base. So if it's got any kind of moisture in it, and it's not rain today, but it is so slippy, it's like driving on ice basically. And then couple that with this car weighs 2 tons, so the regulations mean it has to weigh that, so it's a heavy old beast. It's not really designed for that kind of tight and twisty circuit. It's got quite poor lock. It's meant to be going fast out in the deserts. Here's Mr. Sincock. That was wicked.
It's alright, we were on it.
We were on it, absolutely on it. What a thing. Well mate, thank you very much.
I want to know if your pedallers know about your calling skills. I don't think Nicky Chris has got too much to worry about.
I didn't have any pace notes.
Where are we going?
You didn't give me any pace notes.
Just what can you see?
I needed pace notes. Anyway, on that bombshell, I'm going to leave it there. Guys, hope you enjoyed that. Massive thanks to Charles for taking me out in the car. It's been something I wanted to do for a long time. Yeah. In fact, it's the first day today. It's the first time I've seen it. I've seen pictures and you've talked about it a lot. But it's the first time I've actually seen it, and the fact it's running is just wicked. And then massive shout out to the Future Terrain guys. We will be together. It's only in a couple of weeks' time, isn't it? For the
3 weeks
Polaris training.
Polaris training down at Braunton. A couple of SF guys teaching us how to do it properly. Yeah. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be very cool. And then it's not going to be long before we're heading off to Morocco for just the. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be some really top. It's going to be absolutely wet. I can't wait to introduce you to all the guys we've got going. But yeah, anyway. I'm now going to cool down because you need to put some aircon in there, mate. I've got aircon, but it uses up loads of fuel and you go slower. Oh, turned off. Okay. It was on my side. Oh, thanks. You don't need it. You don't have any pace notes. Exactly. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol for plenty more content to come. And I'll see you on the next film. I'm going to go on and cool down now. Take care and drive safe.